Hello everyone and welcome back to Parkitect. We are in Disaster Peaks, trying our very darndest to turn a profit and make this park successful. It's been a bit of a struggle. But we're trying to increase our number of guests, we're trying to get our profit margins up, we're trying to nickel and dime them for everything that they've got. Am I proud of that? Maybe not so much, but we want this little red number to turn back into a green number. We did have it for a very small time in the last episode, so I believe we can do it. We just have to get it done. So we're aiming for high ratings, which of course is going to be difficult. Our overall park rating is increasing. Our cleanliness rating is sort of increasing. Our number of guests we could do better, and we have loan debts also. 2,000 worth, or not 2,000, 6,000 worth of them to be precise. So we have things we're not proud of, but we didn't have a lot of options. So like, I'm just curious, like, do you have a, yeah, you have a revenue. So I mean, this guy's consistently making us money. I'm sure you are as well. Yes. I feel like most things do. The problem is rain. Okay, we're making a decent chunk of money now. So we have Enterprise. He is cheaper than most of the other things that we have as options right now. I don't have enough money. I guess that's true. I don't have enough money. Come on, stop needing to pay things. This guy's really big. So are you. So are you. Okay. Good to know. Increased popularity during rain. We want that, I can tell you that much. We definitely want a more popular during rain ride. But under a roller coaster is not a good place for this guy, since he does like kind of lift into the air. So we're gonna put him here. We'll just do that. Oh great, we're in the negative. Okay, we have a little bit of money again. Got enough to get through. We're gonna charge $4.50 for this. We had a very effective advertising campaign. I would love to run another. So what if we do 3 months on this guy? Yeah, we can almost afford it. Maybe just 1 month then. Okay, so clearly we need more staff over here. Like, I'm going to bring you over here. Start cleaning this up. I think what we need is a staff room, like a break room over here, and that'll help. But we need to have the money to build one first, and we just flat out don't. Oh, it's cold. Like, it should be like snowing with how chilly it is. I didn't realize how cold it was gonna be at this park. That should have been snow, not rain. Alright, well, we've got people working. What are people thinking? So not too much on it's really worth. But hamburgers and fries are still really worth the price, so. And we don't have enough stalkers to keep us stocked, and now we're actually in the red. So rides, make us some money. Okay. Hopefully in the next month. We've already gone through a year. It's year 2 already, and January, we only get 2 years. Like in another year, we have to have all of this done. And I just don't know if we can do it. Granted, I mean, that's one of the optional ones. But like, this one's the first park that's really tripping me up. Like, badly. Oh gosh. It's major oof. No, I do not want to close that ride and start editing it. That was a mistake. Hurricane's a really good deal, is it now? Then I'll take more money for it. Our number of guests is decreasing. I was hoping we could get number of guests with a couple of advertising campaigns, but I think obviously we can't. And we have too many things that shut down in the rain. Well, they shut down in thunderstorms. They don't shut down in the rain. But fewer people want to go on them in the rain. And that might be our problem. But luckily, people seem to listen to the staff-only thing. You better be a... Yeah, you're a hauler. So, I mean, people are trying to fix things. We're back in the green. Just ever so slightly. Alright, people like Enterprise. So, vandalism's bad, path is disgusting. Where can I get something to eat? So yeah, ideally we would have a second food court over here, but we don't. Cause I'm like, okay, if we need to redo this, do we just close down the railroad and just severely limit the park to like just through here? I think the answer is maybe. Maybe you do. Maybe that's exactly what we need. What's this look like? Oh my goodness, the train isn't making us any money anyway. So I mean, maybe that's a problem. Like, out of curiosity, I mean, people stop going back there, but like, if we demolished it, it didn't give us very much money. I don't know if we got any money from it. Oops. That might not have been our best decision. Maybe. But like, maybe we can put something over here. Is it worth it? I mean, probably not. Definitely not with that queue. But let's put in a Ferris wheel. Like, there's another missing one here. It looks awkward when the things up and disappear. Okay, too big. I can't afford it anyway. But like, maybe that's exactly what we needed to do at the start. I didn't realize it, but that ride isn't turning a profit. Nor is this one. How's Firestorm not? I'm really confused. We're charging so much for it. Guys, I think I found the pattern. Nothing that the park starts with turns a profit. Maybe the goal is at the start to heavily limit the park. Fully restore that area, like make it so nobody can go to the rest of the park. And start fresh. You'd get fewer complaints. You would get your ratings up faster. Guys, that might be how you need to do it, because I assumed that all of these guys would be turning a profit. But it's the stuff we've built since we started that's turning the best profits. Like the rain isn't helping, okay. We don't even have enough about the Ferris wheel yet. But it's there. So, I mean, we're in year 2 of April. We're in April of year 2. We have not made significant progress towards much. Our cleanliness rating has dropped. Our experiences rating is up. And that'd get us what we need to pay off our loan debts. Inverted double swing is ready. But we're barely pulling through in terms of money. I'm just not sure that this can work. Okay, great. All the vandals are gone. That's wonderful. But, like, what if we just demolished everything or closed it down? We have 15 grand to start up a park in this very limited area. And maybe that's exactly what we should do. Build, you know, this roller coaster, some thrill rides, get shops going as quickly as possible. I like this setup. This setup was very good. It's not as cramped. Granted, if we get rid of the railroad, we could just make this simpler. And I think maybe that's what we need to do, because there's no way we're finishing this by January anymore. Just like, no way at all. I'm gonna quit now. I know it seems backwards, but we're gonna restart. So immediately upon starting, I'm gonna keep the entrance fee low, because we are gonna gut this place. Like, it's just poof, gone. So then go in here, we go to signs. We're gonna turn it flat into no entry at all. Okay. That's gonna take a while to clear itself out, but it will. It will. Then we demolish all of that. Then we get rid of this. Not that. Okay. So we'll just put it in as vending machine stock. We're gonna swap you guys over to shops right away. I think this might be our only hope, guys. It's drastic. I don't like it. I can tell you that much right away. but it might just work. We do need a staff room. So like, I hate that I need to do this, but we're gonna flat out close down everything. Nobody's allowed back there anyway. What was I doing? Right, staff room. Go. So that should help with our decor issue. I mean, yes, everything is still awful. But now it should be able to be dealt with much faster. And then we can open up new areas of the park slowly if we choose to. So there we go. We've got more control than ever. We just have to remember where we put our cutoffs. Like right now, it's extremely small. And we have to clear this stuff out. And that's gonna take some time. But we're gonna get started. We need to now actually build up a park because what we had just plain wasn't working. See, like, it could fit here, but that's not exactly an ideal spot for it. There we go. That's a good spot. But it's gonna solve a lot of our problems. I have to believe it, because if I don't, I'm gonna be sad. So we gotta believe it. Okay, you know what? We need something way cheaper. So that's the issue, is like, I wish I could move the other roller coasters, but like they said safety concerns, I think, in the opening. So I mean, maybe that's part of the problem, is like we have all these safety concerns, the rides aren't safe, so they're constantly breaking down. That might be a problem that we're having. In which case, by not using them, I am building in the wrong direction. Remember, you've got to remember where the no people boundaries are. So we're essentially treating this like Tiny Park, where we have to build a park that people want to come to really fast, and it's got to be cleaned up. I'm not looking forward to any of that. But we'll deal with it. So let's see if we... There we go. We'll put in the new shops. Just trying to think of like how this could go wrong. And I'm sure there are things I haven't thought of. Like there absolutely are. So here's our high intensity ride. There it is. We have all one of it. I'm gonna let people get started. We're gonna put in some benches. We're gonna put in some trash cans. So people will get to sit down, people will get to throw away their trash, and people will just eventually want to get out of the back area, and everything's gonna be cleaner. Because like the problem was our staff wasn't even getting like very far back into the park because of the lack of ability to put in a second food court. So we definitely need to like unfortunately drive up pricing. Because I'm not sure who would say our park's a good deal. I mean, I guess our park is really cheap. You can pay like $3. But by highly limiting the park, people shouldn't even be able to see like past there. I'm hoping they can't. In case they can, I'm gonna put a wall. Because we don't want them to see what's behind there either. I mean, yeah, we could do more, but people will eventually trickle out of these areas and into the real park. So let's run a campaign right away on our only coaster. So try and get that working. Alright, I'm gonna end this episode here, but I think we've maybe found something that'll work. I really hope it will. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and as always, I'm the Purple Pegasus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!